Join the fight. Now, chances are if you're watching this video, you have some vices, right? You have some addictions. Even if you don't fully realize them, you do. I do, right? Everybody has some kind of vice, some kind of addiction that they struggle with, whether it be junk food, whether it be video games, whether it be scrolling on social media, whether it be anything, right? This whole world is literally designed to give you some kind of addiction, right? Because think about it, right? Addictions are some of the most profitable things on this earth, right? Whether it be drugs, there's millions of dollars, right, in the drug industry, whether it be marijuana or whatever, right? Millions of dollars. There's millions of dollars in the video game industry. There's billions of dollars in the social media and industry, right? There's millions of dollars in the film industry. The amount of addictions that are in this world and the amount of money and power and status behind them is honestly mind-baffling, right? Take your phone, for example, right? Take social media. Social media companies have meticulously designed their algorithms to be as addictive as possible, right? Your attention span, your attention is up against thousands of employees that their sole purpose, their sole job is to write the algorithm and change the algorithm meticulously to make it as addictive as humanly possible, right? To make the colors slightly different, to make the rate of text appearing slightly different, off by like fractions of milliseconds, in order to make it more addictive. That's what we're up against. The amount of addictions and vices in this modern world, it starts to make you wonder if it's more than just companies, if it's more than just greedy men, if it's more than just the algorithm. You start to wonder if it's like from the devil, if it's from someone so evil. Because a lot of these addictions, a lot of people behind these things, they are evil, right? The social media companies, they're not on your side. Their job is not to make you happy. Think about that. That is actually something interesting, is that most of the things that we buy, we think it's to make us happy, right? We buy a couch and it's like really, really comfortable. That couch is going to give us a sense of joy, right? It's going to give us some enjoyment when we sit down on it. Scrolling on social media gives us hits of dopamine, right? That make us feel a little good. But afterwards, it gives us feelings of shame, feelings of jealousy, feelings of regret for spending 5 hours every day on social media or more. It makes us less happy. So what are these companies selling if what they sell makes you unhappy, right? Think about it. You didn't buy TikTok, right? You didn't buy YouTube. It was free. How did you get this money? How the companies make millions upon millions of dollars? What's ads? Because you're not the customer. You never were. You're the product. You are what they are selling. And the best product to sell to these ad companies are people who have horrible attention spans, who can't stop scrolling, have a horrible scrolling addiction, and constantly need to check their phone, check notifications, check if a new TikTok has come out, and let me scroll on TikTok for 5 hours before I go to bed so I'm sleep deprived the next day, because I love being sleep deprived. That's the kind of people that these companies sell. They sell people. And chances are you are one of their best products. I almost said customer, but I had to correct myself because You're not the customer. You've been enslaved by these companies. You've been enslaved by the addictions of this modern world. You've been enslaved by video games. You've been enslaved by junk food. Junk food with specific chemicals added to make you crave it, to make you less full. If you don't believe me, there's a great, it's about 2 hours long. There's a great podcast talking about, I don't even know, it's like a lecture to a university, and they recorded it. I believe it's called Fat Chance Fructose 2.0. I was recommended to watch it by a pretty well-known YouTuber named Hamza. And he, recommended to his audience that, we watched this video and I watched it, and it really changed how I see diet and how I see the food industry, because it really is going to show you just how addictive and how meticulous the chemicals and the sugars and the additives, how the fact that they're really designed to be addictive. And you eat it and you defend it like, oh, an entire pizza is okay as long as it fits my my macros, because I need calories today because I'm on a bulk. And I may sound like I'm being negative. I may sound like I'm being judgmental to people who eat pizza. But the truth is, I'm being like this because that's what I did today, right? I'm not going to lie to you. I have fallen victim to many of these addictions. I have been scrolling on YouTube for almost 3 hours a day for the last week. I'm not proud of that. I'm very ashamed of that. I know for some people that might be a pretty low screen time, just 3 hours, but for me, that's astronomically high. I've been eating more junk food lately. Today I binge ate an entire pizza, and I didn't even really notice I did it because I was scrolling on YouTube while I was doing it. Today I played video games. This is not normal behavior for me, because I relaxed, right? I allowed the temptations of the modern world to tempt me away from my goals, to enslave me again, but I'm breaking free, right? I want to start a change. I want to start an army of people who are fed up, right? An army of young men who are fed up with the addictions of the modern day, who are fed up with social media companies stealing the attention spans of themselves and the people around them and their families, robbing them of attention, robbing them of connection that they could have with people because their minds are so fogged and numb from social media and scrolling, who want to take back control of their diet because companies have put so much weird chemicals in our food that are messing up our health, messing up literally how we can socially interact with people. I want to take back the ability to have fun, take back the ability to go out and enjoy the world around us. That's what we're fighting for. And I want you who are watching this video right now to join that fight. Because if you've made it this far in the video, you are what I like to call a rare breed, right? And if you want, you can comment that in the thing or whatever, like in the comments. I'm not whatever you call it, I'm not a great YouTuber. Put in the comments like rare breed or whatever to show that you've made it this far in the video if you want to. Because most people aren't like you. Most people don't have the attention span to make it this far. And I applaud you for that. I want you to join the fight. Join the army that I plan to build to take back human life. To take back what we've been taken from us. To free ourselves and other people from the addictions that control the vices of this modern day. That's all I got for today. And God bless you. Stay wild.